And welcome once more to Flashpoints. I'm Bob Orr, joined by Juan Cerati, our national security analyst. Juan, nice to see you again.
Bob, great to see you.
So the president's at a very important point here from a foreign policy standpoint. He's going to be at the UN. He's going to be making a speech on Tuesday. And all the while, people will be watching what's going on with this Iran initiative, if we can call it an initiative.
That's right. You have this general opening of a potential dialogue between the United States and Iran, and the exchange of letters between President Obama and Iran's new President Rouhani, and a sense that this is a moment of opening rapprochement, as the Iranians called it, constructive engagement, to open talks. And so, though there are no talks formally scheduled, the UN General Assembly meetings is sort of a general venue where leaders can see each other formally and informally, can be in the same rooms together, et cetera. So it could be a moment where you see the president trying to send signals back that this is a time to start a rapprochement between Iran and the U.S.
This will be very interesting. In part, we'll be watching body language and movements, and are they in the same place at the same time, and all of those tea leaves.
Right. And also what the diplomats and those aides around the presidents are doing, right? Do they appear in the same places? Are they meeting off together, even if the presidents themselves aren't meeting? What happens when President Rouhani addresses the UN? What does the U.S. delegation do? So all of these are important diplomatic signals to suggest levels of respect, levels of opening to dialogue. And so everyone's going to be watching this. This all the while happening while the issue of Syria is still, festering out there. What's the UN going to do on the chemical weapons turnover? You also have North Korea starting to flirt again, appears, with the Iranian program. And so lots of problems happening in the world. But this is potentially a bright spot diplomatically for the administration.
The best hope for Rouhani would be a meeting. He'd love a meeting, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, because I think a meeting with the U.S. president in some ways is the ultimate prize. And so the U.S. side would not sort of, I assume, give that up early.
But the White House has not ruled that out. I mean, Jay Carney said, well, we can't rule it out. Nothing's scheduled.
Yeah, and you could imagine an informal coffee or something that allows them to be in the same orbit. But I would imagine that the U.S. would want to take this diplomatic dance slowly and would want to do step-by-step measures to not only build confidence and trust, but hold out the meeting with the president, which is a meeting of great weight and legitimacy around the world and internally in Iran. Hold that out for a moment where it really matters and where there's going to be a deliverable. You don't do that too early.
But do you send a signal that that's a possible prize down the road?
Maybe. I think the exchange of letters, the op-ed we saw from Rouhani in the Washington Post, all signal that there's potentially a moment here to take advantage of at least the charm offensive. We'll have to see if it's real and whether or not it's genuine. Lots of skepticism. I'm a little bit skeptical too. But the fact that they're even starting the charm offensive can be used on our side to test the waters. And we've got to test the waters.
It is fascinating to watch this.
It's great to watch.
Juan, thanks very much.
Thank you,
and thanks to you as always for watching Flashpoints. I'm Bob Orr. We will see you next time.